Welcome, juicers. This is Edward Foster Graham and another episode of Spirit Juice No Additive. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can be abreast of all our latest uh, videos. I just want to come on here real quick and talk about El Debarge. He's been arrested as of Sunday. Um, 3:40 a.m. He was arrested at a gas station for drug paraphernalia. He had an extendable baton. He had drugs in the car, weapons. Um, so he's been arrested. And he's had some bouts of incidents with the law in the past. Um, he's been arrested for domestic abuse, an assortment of drug cases, domestic battery. What else? What else? What else? What else? That's it. He's been arrested in the past. He did um, a stint in prison, uh, drug-related charges. Uh, I keep saying, my goodness. But yeah, he was arrested on Sunday, and it's very in line with what he's been arrested for and what he's in the past. He's been very open about his drug addiction. He is a longtime addict, and he has the criminal cases to substantiate that. But it's just very sad that the Debarge family has this curse of mental health on in the family due to the abuse that they experienced as children. And this is another example of how important it is to treat mental health within the Black community. They suffered a lot of trauma due to their dad's abuse of them, all of which, most of them have drug problems or experimented with drugs, but most of them have had a hard life uh, with drug addiction. And they've had, a string of hits in the music industry, very renowned family of music, but it's very sad that they couldn't get in front of their addiction in order to have longevity in the music business. They self-medicate. They couldn't afford to treat with medication or therapy their mental health growing up after experiencing, the abuse or what have you. Um, we have to do better, Black people. We have to, because mental health is a real thing. It is a real thing. Post traumatic stress, depression, anxiety, bipolar, schizophrenia, personality disorders. I mean, it runs the gamut. And you would think with the trauma that they suffered as kids, somebody would have the wherewithal to say, hey, we need to go as a family unit and do some therapy to get past or to work on getting past the trauma that we suffered as kids. The group disbanded. They had a certain chemistry, a certain recipe for music that is going unutilized to its full potential because of the addiction. As we talked about in the Wendy Williams case video, go over and look at that. Her first marriage, and also we did a story on Kevin Hunter. Um, Addiction is a very tricky situation to be in. Um, it's hard to do anything but indulge in your addiction when you're an addict. Trust me, I know. I'm an alcohol and drug counselor. I once had issues. I'm still an addict. I always will be an addict. but I'm just a drink or drug away from full blown addiction. So I've struggled for years with addiction, and I've struggled. Well, I didn't struggle, but I did. I worked in the field for years, so I know what it looks like, and I know how challenging it is to rid yourself of this ugly disease. And it takes a village. It takes a team. Psychiatrists that prescribe medication, the therapist, the medication, primary doctors. I mean, we have to be proactive in our own mental health, our health overall. So, yes, he was arrested again. He bonded out. He's waiting to go to court, his initial court date. This just happened Sunday. But it seems like you can take the person, you could you can take the person out of the disease, but you can't take the disease out of the person. It's just a vicious cycle, of bouts of recovery and abstinence and relapse, and it's just an ongoing process. You have to stay on top of it sometime every minute of every hour and of every day. It's not something to easily get over. But from the movie and from what the family talks about, they suffered a heinous upbringing in the house of their father with the abuse, the physical, the sexual, the mental, the emotional abuse. They suffered it all for years. So they need help. And James Debarge is 61 years old now, and he's one of the youngest, kind of like in the middle. And he has to watch before he was like one of the last to start using drugs. He had to watch his siblings, you know, um, pick up the drugs and use them and struggle with them. And then he ultimately succumbed to the disease because he was around it so much. He loved his family. He didn't want to see them stressed and struggling the way they were. And he eventually just fell in with the crowd. So yes, he's been arrested. El Debarge is in a familiar situation, and sometimes we go a lifetime without getting delivered from this disease because it's just so complex. It just seeks to devour you, to destroy you. It's something that just hangs on to you, and just drag you down. So yeah, I just wanted to jump on here real quick and talk about James DeBarge. Like, share, and subscribe. You guys have a great day. Thank you for the subscriptions. Remember, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.